Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're out here at SeaWorld because I'm going to go through the Nickelodeon area and kind of let you guys know what is and isn't like appropriate, being in the way of heights and stuff like that for some of our smaller guests, because today we're finding out, is SeaWorld baby approved? Well, like toddler and stuff, you know, a bit like we did with Movie World and Dream World. But I need to start finding like their wait times, well, not wait times, the rules signs, and we'll take it from there, guys. Okay, so the first one we come up to is these jellyfish like spinners. So we've got the rules sign here. So have we got heights? Okay, yes. Less than 120 centimeters, must have an adult. The rest of the stuff's kind of basic. So at least we know with these spinners we're looking at 120. Just next to that is like the SpongeBob boat ride. It is currently down, but it's also got a 120 centimeter height. Let's see what else we got over here, guys. Okay, so our next attraction is this Ninja Turtles like spinner sort of ride, and looking at its heights, so this is 110. You can't ride, and 110 to 120 you need an adult with you. So slightly better, but slightly. I think let's keep going around. Let's see what other attractions we've got in here, guys. Okay, so our next attraction we're going to be checking out, Dora the Explorer's like banana spinners. Let's see what the height restrictions are for that. Okay, so this is slightly more reasonable. This is 105 centimeters with adult supervision. So again, seems like a cutoff, but like this one. So now we've got SpongeBob's Boating School Blast, and it looks like we're looking at 90 centimeters. For this one you have to be, and 90 to 1.5 you have to still be with an adult. So looks like 1.5 is the kind of cutoff for this. So the last attraction we've got here in this land is the Dora's like carousel, like a merry-go-round. So with that one, we're looking at 105 centimeters, but you still have to be with an adult. The adult has to stand next to the horse that the child is on. So that's kind of what we're looking at. So that's all that's kind of in this land. However, saying that, SeaWorld itself has got a wide selection of different shows and stuff. Like the one behind me, we've got the Paw Patrol show here in this land, along with I think a Ninja Turtle show. But then there's also the dolphin shows, the seal shows, like a lot of other offerings. So I think this may not be a full day park, but for small children, if you want to just have some fun and like slow play, this is definitely an option. Also saying that, we've also got the whole splash pad at the back of the park, along with that boat ride. So I think let's head down there and find out what the height restrictions are for that. Just as we make our way back down towards the Pirates ride, kind of forgot to point out, we've also got the polar bears as well as the sharks, and our little Ray Cove here, lack of a better term, again tongue-tied, where you can kind of like feed and pet some of them. We've got the same sort of thing right at the front here of Shark Reef or Shark Bay, where you can like pat and play with some of the animals as well. To add to that, places that little ones can go play, we've also got the Penguin Point and the Seal Shores just behind, both also places where little ones can just go see some animals, and also you kind of just get away from the hustle and bustle of the park and find somewhere quieter to let them just have some of their own space if you need to. Saying that, we're also almost at the reef, which is probably one of the best places for little ones to kind of get some energy out. Let's see what we can see, guys. Just give you guys kind of bearings too. So we've got the reef here, which is the splash pad, which we are going to try and look a bit at, but just opposite that is where we've got the dolphin show, which is an incredible show in general. You guys have seen that before if you've been with me for long enough, but also it's probably a great place for you to take little ones to kind of just, again, have some enjoyment and something else to do. Okay folks, so this is what I was referring to as like the Pirates ride for little ones. It's kind of like you cruise around, people on the outside can shoot water at you. Let's show you that. So as you go around, people from the outside can turn these handles if they want, and it squirts. But I think the aim for people on the ride vehicle is actually try to hit these little targets around. So you kind of do the whole thing. You shoot your own versions of your cannons from inside the boat. But then there's also the potential people on the outside can shoot you too. So we got this boat, it's about to circle past us. So I think let's pause for a second, and when they get close, let's see if we can shoot them. Actually saying that, they can shoot us. Hey, we're gonna step back and we're gonna see if other people shoot them. So we, one, don't get wet, and two, more so, the camera doesn't get wet. Let's see how that goes, guys. Okay folks, that was fun to kind of just watch. But this is another thing which I completely forgot was out here for little ones, which is the Sky Fort. There's actually two sides to this, but we're gonna look at Sky Fort first. This one doesn't look like it has a height restriction, but it does have an age restriction. So it's, well actually no, not even a restriction. Just a caution, this is designed for guests between 5 and 12. So it seems like if you're younger you can do it, but it's not designed for you, so it could be a little dangerous. And outside of that, we get the basic sort of stuff. Not recommended for people that are pregnant, not recommended if you have heart disorders or high blood pressure, back or neck problems, seizures, or if you're under any form of alcohol, medication or drugs. So it's to be expected, this sort of thing. The other half of it is just over here, which I have gone through with you guys before. Links down below to all my Gold Coast playlists, which you'll be able to see us kind of going through this all. It looks like it could be closed at the moment, but then it does have this sign a lot of the time. We're gonna board just inside, so I think, okay, no, it's saying closed, but can I actually open it? Okay, I can open it. Yes, I'm going into an area that's probably technically closed. I get that, but let's quickly look at this. So, okay, so it looks like exactly the same sort of stuff as before. You can't, it's recommended for 5 to 12. There's still this one. It's a lot smaller, probably more acceptable for small children. You can go up here. But like I said, this area is closed off and not being used. It is fun, but like I said, it is actually designed for 5 to 12, so adults could go into it. I have, but it is very squeezy to get around in there. I didn't notice it because I feel like this has been added since. It now recommends you wear shoes, and you're not allowed to take photographs or videos inside here. I feel like that's more just protect small children. But saying that, I think let's head out of here because we are in a restricted area, guys. So folks, we've got around to the entrance to this ride. Actually, it's Fast Pass or Fast Track, they call it here. So here's what we're looking at. So it looks like height restrictions are 120. You must ride with a responsible adult, 16 years or older. So the others just were saying adult. This one actually says 16 years is what they're considering an adult. Oh, this is interesting. So we've got a lot of the same sort of stuff. We don't have, oh no, we do have pregnancy. I thought we didn't have that for a second. But the part that I found interesting was here, that it's recommending long hair must be tied back. I haven't seen that before in some of these. I mean, maybe I just haven't been paying attention, but yeah. So this is another one that's 120 centimeters is pretty much the minimum. So guys, just as I was walking off, I actually read the time a bit clearer. So smaller people can go on it. If you are less than 120, you need an adult. It didn't look like there was any minimum height for that one. So the last thing we've got out here for small people is our splash pad. It's called the Reef here at Castaway Bay. We've got the warning sign here. So like we saw at Dreamworld and some of the others, you need an adult, there's no running, you cannot wear glasses or breakable items. Swim diapers are required for children who are not toilet trained. Like I say, it's a basic sort of thing. Give you guys kind of a quick overview. It's barely being used, but it's a massive splash pad, very well themed for little ones. I think this is really kind of cool. It's a nice little area, I think. But saying that, guys, I think that's all there is here for little ones. I think it's definitely a great park to bring small children to. You've got a ton of different attractions they can go on. There's also a lot of areas for you just to kind of get away if you need some quiet spaces. Plenty of animals and educational stuff here, and also just like large areas like the splash pad if they need to get energy out. There's also big hunks of this park that are not used a lot of the time, like around the Dolphin Stadium back here during the day, where you can just get away from people if your kid needs to run around, make a bit of noise, and it will not disturb people. So that is actually an upside, I think. So guys, like we've seen, please remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell, get notified next time I upload. Also, bottom of the screen, like always, are my socials, but I'll see you guys next time. See ya.